ask you a quick question. What did you like to do as a kid for fun? Now, you might be wondering why I'm asking that question. And I promise you, I'm going to get into it in just a bit, and so is Chris right here. But first, I want to say welcome to another episode, which is episode 5 on the new era of, it's the Chris and Eric show, embracing the new era of fitness. I was tricking you guys on that. But yeah, today, guys, we're going to be talking about different strategies on how to, kind of take yourself back into a time machine and be a kid again, and really just implement certain activities that you used to do when you were younger, and maybe they kind of just, you stopped doing them. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the importance of that, some action steps, and why we really feel that this is something you should start implementing now. All right, listos, ready, set, go. All right, here we go. So, Eric and I, if you've been following kind of our work, what we're talking about with the new era of fitness, even within just the context of just fitness by itself, we're all about how do you increase your lifestyle, right? How, at the end of the day, do we live this badass lifestyle, this fulfilled, purpose-driven, fun lifestyle? And I think one of the biggest things that we forget to do is, be a kid again. Because when we were a kid, there were certain things that we used to do that we liked to do for fun, right? We were carefree, stress-free, worrisome-free. We just didn't care. We just had fun, right? And I think we still need to implement some of that. And for some reason, as we get older, as we get busier, as we have more obligations and responsibilities, we forget, being a kid again and doing those things.
Do you want to go back to being a kid?
Not a full kid, but man, there's some stuff where I want to do, and even I catch myself. But this is why we're talking about this, because when we were kids, we used to love to play basketball. We used to love doing boxing, stuff like that, soccer. So we're going back right now and seeing how we can implement that into our schedule, right? So for example, I don't want to make this all about us, but I just want to give you some examples so you can get your wheels spinning and thinking about this, right? So we work out 4 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So we try to implement basketball or boxing Tuesday and Thursday, right? So we're not sitting there being a kid all week long, but we're getting a little bit of in there just for an hour into our schedule so we can just be kind of carefree, go back in time and do those things that we used to do, because it's making us more happy at the end of the day, right? It's making us live a more fulfilled and joyful life. And I don't know if there's any evidence on this or a spreadsheet that shows the data that this works or whatnot, but I promise though, by just us practicing this, having our clients practice this, and you just experimenting with this with your lifestyle, it's gonna help you out. It's gonna make you live a more fulfilled lifestyle, joyful lifestyle, and purpose-driven lifestyle. Yeah, and like Chris said, these can be any type of activities or hobbies that you used to like doing. I know everybody has a different interest in certain things, so I think one great actionable step that you can do is take maybe one day out of the week and just do maybe a 10 to 15 minute brain dump on a piece of paper, and just write down 10 to 20 different things that you used to like doing when you were a kid. Different activities, different hobbies, maybe even things that you're now interested in or you can see yourself possibly trying. It's always great to do a 10 to 15 minute brain dump, actually seeing it in writing, so then that way you can kind of just pick and choose. Well, hey, I want to try this one, I want to try that one, maybe I can try this one. So, I really advocate to do a 10 to 15 minute brain dump to start.
Yeah, and kind of just some examples to let you know how to be a kid again in case you forgot. Just, things like, you went back like roller skating, yeah, biking, hiking, traveling a little bit more, playing some sort of recreational sport. There's so many different things I can think of, but that's why it's important what Eric said, to do like a 10 to 15 ideas of brain dumping, just the things that you used to do, as a kid that you had fun. And then from there, what you do is you narrow it down to about maybe 2 or 3, because realistically, you can't sit there and fit 5 to 15 of these things in throughout the week, right? So you realistically pick the top 2 or 3 that you want to do right now that you're most excited about, and you figure out, how do I plug those into my week, right? And I like working them around my fitness journey, right? So like I said, I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I plug them in Tuesday, Thursday, because that's what works out the best for me. But your schedule, your preferences, your workouts are different than mine. So you need to figure out where you can plug those activities into your schedule, into your fitness journey, so that you can sit there and do them, increase adherence and consistency, and after that it's going to lead to results and it's going to lead to happiness.
Yeah, and the next thing you could do, once you do those, the brain dump, and you figure out those 2 to 3 things you possibly want to do, honestly, write it down on a calendar, put it in your calendar on your phone. Google Calendar is really, really, really legit. It sends you reminders. So this way you hold yourself accountable and you actually do it, because we all sit here and talk and say we're going to do stuff, but actions speak louder than words, right? So you guys have to just write this down, put it somewhere visually to remind your subconscious, and really, really just, integrate that activity and hobby that you used to like doing as a kid into your, regular routine and week.
And the last step, what you want to do is you want to just sit there and experiment, right? Just test, and experiment. So you have those top 2 or 3 activities that you want to implement. Maybe just try to implement 1 or 2 of them for a full month and just see how it works out, see how you feel, see if it's increasing your happiness, see if it's causing more stress, things like that, right? You have to test and experiment. And then maybe the next month, you obviously have learned some stuff from that, and you try to implement, the next activity and learning from your mistakes or, your wins or whatever it is from that other activity, and just implement them into the next month. And it's just really about just testing and experimenting. There's no right or wrong way to kind of do this. It's just about how it fits for your lifestyle, your preferences, your goals, everything like that. And yeah, those are pretty much like the actionable steps I recommend taking to have more fun and be a kid again and do activities again. Because like I said, it's going to really lead to increasing your happiness and a more fulfilled and purpose-driven lifestyle. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Anything else to add to that?
And if honestly, like I said, if it's not for you, then you don't have to do it. It's just all about trying it. I figured that everybody at some point possibly wants to be a kid again. But I guess some people don't like doing that. Maybe somebody doesn't just. Nobody just wants to go back in that time travel machine and just be a kid again and just do those activities. So I totally respect that. But try those actionable steps that we told you. Do the brain dump. Then put it into like a calendar or some sort of reminder, and then from there just test it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and a month, and then just go back to the drawing board and choose something else.
Yep. All right, so if you want to be a kid again, we have a private Facebook group called The New Era Fitness. We're all kids in there. We're not all kids, but we're adults, but we like being kids in there. We advocate a lot of fun stuff in there, a lot of good discussions in there. So we're welcoming you to join that group if you want to be a kid again and learn how to implement more of these strategies into your life to live a more fun, fulfilled, and purpose-driven lifestyle. I'll put the link in the description box and the comment box below. Absolutely free. Just join. Say what's up. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video, and make sure you click the link below in the description box so you can join the dynamic community. With the dynamic community, we give out a bunch of information every single week. We have an exclusive newsletter that we send out every Friday called 5 Random Thoughts, where it's just 5 different little things that Eric and I are pondering through the week, whether articles, podcasts, rants, purchases that we're excited about. So it's really cool. A lot of people like them. And then we're just always giving out different content within training, nutrition, lifestyle, mindset, personal development, everything like that. So make sure that you join the DDT community and get all this stuff absolutely free and benefit off of it.
Come join the community.